Welcome back, mathematicians. In this video, we will find the product of two complex numbers. To do this, we will be applying the distributive property. Our first example has two complex numbers, both of which that have a real part, 9 and 3, and an imaginary part, negative 2i and 5i. So let's start by multiplying the two real parts together. So 9 times 3 is 27. Then we have 9 times 5i, which is plus 45i. Then we have negative 2i times 3, which is minus 6i. And then finally we have negative 2i times positive 5i to get negative 10i squared. Next, we will go ahead and combine the like terms, which are the two imaginary parts. And so we have 27 plus 39i minus 10. Next, we need to recognize the value of I squared. Since we know I is equal to the square root of negative 1, I being the imaginary unit, then we know I squared is equal to the value of negative 1. So we should replace I squared with the value of negative 1. We can then continue to simplify, and so we have 27 plus 39i, and then the product of negative 10 and negative 1 is positive 10. Simplifying by combining the two real parts together, we get positive 37 plus 39i. And so that is the product of these two complex numbers. Our next example has two complex numbers. The first, or the one, that only has the imaginary term, and the second has both imaginary and real. We will again apply the distributive property, so 4i times 6 will be 24i. And then 4i times 7i is going to be plus 28i squared. One more time, we should replace I squared with the value of negative 1. So this will give us 24i plus 28 times negative 1. Finding the product of negative 1 and 28, we get 24i minus 28. Last but not least, now this may be required for some, I would encourage you to write the real part first, so that would be negative 28, and then the imaginary term second, which is going to be plus 24i. And that is the product of these two complex numbers. All right, guys, good luck.